Hi everyone. So we are going to the next paragraph. In the first paragraph, we have seen how adventurous Narayan was to get a love, to make some girls love him, but in vain. It continues in the next paragraph also. The green sari we were talking about. Suddenly, what happened was that I lost sight of this girl suddenly, but found another, a little farther off, standing on the terrace of her home, drying her hair. So suddenly, another girl came into the scene. The other girl was not found for some reasons, or he lost interest in her. And this girl, again a little farther off, standing on the terrace of her home, again this girl is standing in her terrace, drying her hair. I noticed her at once on my way to the college, and then looked for her constantly on the way to and from. So, as he was going every day to the college, he visited her, he watched her on the terrace or somewhere near her house. He looked for her constantly. When he goes and comes, he was searching for that girl. Sure enough, she'd be there, a squat, lumpy girl. So he was sure that this girl will be there. She was a squat, lumpy girl. She was a very short girl. But I loved her nonetheless. But this height or color or nothing matters when you are in love. So it was never a matter. And he was looking for her every morning and evening when he goes to college and when he used to come back to his house. I think she was a flirt in her own way, ogling at every passerby, not necessarily knowing, not necessarily only me. So he has seen girls and he looked at them, but he tells now that I think she was a flirt. He felt that she was also a flirt. He was also, she was also looking at many boys, that is called flirting. And in her own way, ogling at every passerby. Ogling means staring. So, like he stares at her, she was also looking at many boys, many passers-by. Not necessarily only flirt in her own way, not necessarily only me. So he started thinking that she is not looking at only me, but many others. So this is the psychology of boys. They want to look at girls, but when they realize that girls are also looking, girls are also flirting, that is not welcome for them. So suddenly he lost again interest in this girl. And I lost interest in her soon and bestowed it on another girl going to Maharani's college who used to give me smile and pass on. So another girl was there when he goes to his college. She was also there who was studying in Maharani's college who used to give me a smile and pass on. This girl will give R.K. Narayan smile. She smiled. She smiled not because, maybe not because of, because she loves him or she has any interest on him, but R.K. Narayan thought that it is because of her love. He is looking at him and that made him believe that she loves him. And all this love for someone was necessarily one-sided and unspoken. We talk about the situation, the social condition of those time, which was really segregated among girls and boys. So there were no chance of speaking or meeting in private. So all these affection, all this infatuation was one-sided and unspoken. He never told, he never disclosed his feelings towards these girls, but it made no difference. So there were no point of discussing it, and it was no difference. All the love was the same, just like passing time. He moved from one girl to another. It gave me a feeling of enrichment and purpose. So at that age, it is really a sense of purpose to live, because one desires to get loved, one desires to get a girlfriend in his life. So this was a feeling of enrichment and purpose. Something is there to do. That feeling was there anyway. So, not to make life so boring, he was doing these adventures of finding girls or flirting with them. Among an inner circle of friends, we always discussed girls and indulged in lewd jokes and enjoyed it all immensely. So, always boys are like this. Among their inner circles, they have friends, very close friends with them. They disclose everything, they discussed everything, whether it is physical or sexual, and girls were their point of discussion all the time. And this lewd jokes are offensive sexual jokes about girls. It came in their conversation. It is not like girls, when boys talk with their friends, it's different. They talk very openly. They can easily talk about these matters which we think that bad, which girls think that ugly. They uh, have this easiness, they have that social space to meet and talk and discuss all these things. So he enjoyed it immensely, all these things, completely. He liked it very much. The blind urge to love went to fantastic lengths. So this അന്ധമാണെന്ന് പറയും അല്ലേ സ്നേഹം, കണ്ണും കാതും മൂക്കൊന്നുമില്ല. So you love without any boundaries. The imagination is full on. There is no limit of your imagination. So love is like blind. And it went to fantastic lengths. Like what? So his love went into the lengths, like I even fell in love with a lady doctor who had come to attend my mother because she spoke a few words to me whenever I greeted her, only because he loved a girl, not a girl, a lady who is a doctor by profession, and he um, acquainted with her when she came to consult his mother, who was not well. And every time she came to his house, she normally asks something, she speaks to him, but this was enough for Arkanarayan. He started feeling love towards her also, because they are all restricted, all these emotions are restricted, so they want to show it to somebody, some lady, because it's very natural to feel this attraction towards opposite sex. So if you don't find it, you want to find it in some girls around you. So this lady who visited 1, 2, 3 times in his house made him feel love towards her. So she was a British lady, well past middle age, stout and married. So this lady was a British lady. So you can imagine the contacts that Akhenarayan's father had, and the social mm, um, acceptance they had, because these British doctors are visiting their houses. They were financially well off. But I saw great possibilities in her and and read a significance in every glance. So whenever she looked at him, he thought that it is some kind of love or affection or some feelings that she is having towards him, and he started feeling that it is love. Love, especially one-sided, can know no bounds, physical, racial, of age or distance. So this is a problem with love. There is no boundaries. And if it is one-sided, if the girl doesn't know that you are in love with her, and it knows no bounds, there is no limit at all. You can imagine, because she doesn't know, she is not in the scene. You can imagine whatever you want, and there is no boundaries of physical, racial, um, whether it be um, black or white, the race, or whether she is, you know, older than you. So that it doesn't matter distance. You can love a girl from America or England, but it is love. So in love there is no such differences. My most impossible infatuation was for a pen friend I had in England. So this is another thing. He talked about this limitless love, where distance never matter, and um, he tells that my most impossible infatuation. He understands that these are all infatuations, not deep. It was with a pen friend I had in England. There was a girl in England. He somehow found her in India when she was living here, and they had this friendship and they used to write letters. That is why it is pen friend. We exchanged letters every week. So they used to write letters every week. She sent me her photograph and I exchanged and sent her mine. So that girl sent her photograph, he sent her his photograph. So that was going well. I kept her photo in my breast pocket and hoped she did likewise with mine, 5,000 miles away. So he kept her photograph in his pocket, and to feel her presence, he used to carry this photograph everywhere he goes, and he wished or desired, he hoped that she is also carrying his photograph like he carries her photo. I kept her photo in my, yes, it was 5,000 miles away, England and India. It was very far during those days. Nowadays we have this flight, we have so many ways to get there, but during those days it was very difficult. It is very distant. So 5,000 miles away. Even if I wish to reach her, it would mean a P&O voyage of 4 weeks. So P&O Voyages, Peninsular Oriental Steam Navigation Company. So they go uh, to England, and this is a company taking Indians to England, or England Britishers here. So it took 4 weeks to reach England. So it is very difficult to reach there. There it is nearly not practical, impossible. But in love there is, like we said, no boundaries. So he is loving an English lady. I wrote impassionate love letters which she rejected outright. So he wrote her many letters with full of his feelings and emotions, and love and affection, the way he adores her. And she rejected it outright, completely. Suddenly, she rejected it. The next letter must be rejecting all this love towards her. She wrote back impersonal letters describing a holiday in Brighton or her latest collection of stamps. So, when he wrote his innermost feelings to her, what did she write? She wrote very impersonal letters, no private matters, but only some holiday trip that she had made in Brighton, a place in England, or her latest stamp collection, or about her hobbies. So there were no element of love or affection that he wanted to get. He really wanted to get the feel of love from an English lady, but it was not happening. Although she protested against the tone of my letters, so whenever she wrote back, she was against the way he was writing to her, and she protested that you should not write in this manner. But she was a good lady. She wrote back again and again. That gave him hope. That is the major problem. It is very difficult to understand the psyche of girls. They might not have any feelings, any such feelings towards a boy or a man, but when she smiles, when she interacts with them, when she is little affectionate to them, they start believing that this lady is in love with them. So this is a major problem of all the youth, all teenagers. We have seen acid attacks, many things, because they take it so seriously that um, they want it. We have stereotypes also to make girls fall in love whenever he is after her. So this lady also never stopped writing, and that seemed to me a hopeful sign, and he took it for a positive sign. I continued to send her my unmitigated love in every letter. So whenever he wrote letters, he wrote this unmitigated love, unmitigated, absolute love. He is completely in love, that he expressed in all the letters that he wrote back. I continued to send her my unmitigated love in every letter and treasured her cold, impersonal replies. So, always her replies are cold, impersonal. There are no love or affection that he wanted to get back. And the scent of the stationery for years. So, she might be getting a card from an English store, and while it reaches in India, it must be carrying some sort of smell, and he treasured it, valuable, so valuable that he kept all her letters very safe, and um, until he kept it until he got married. Until I was married, when I threw them over the wall. So after marriage, so till marriage, he was having this affection towards her, and he treasured her love, these letters, as a sign, as a hope of future love. So this is the second paragraph. These are all very simple English that you can easily follow. There are not much complicated patterns or sentences. So I stop here because it's very difficult to send to upload it in YouTube, because it takes too much of time. When I recorded one video today, it took the whole day to get uploaded. So I stop here. We'll meet in the next class. I'll send the link. Please do follow. Bye. Take care.